Good evening and welcome tonight to New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and New Smyrna Speedway, the site of tonight's final round, round 12 of the Smokin Tires Sprint Car Cup Series. And we'll be crowning a champion tonight. Looking forward to it. My name is Brody Hanna. In the booth beside me, as always, is Tony Solari. And Tony, we've got a special night ahead of us. We're going to crown the champion for the inaugural season of the Smokin Tires Sprint Car Cup Series. Somebody's taking home a championship trophy tonight.
Yeah, for sure. This is the last race of their first season, and it's been an exciting season. We're finally get to crown a victor here, and yeah, I think what do we got? Three guys in the hunt right now for it.
We do. We got the points leader Ty Bostic coming in with a pretty hefty point lead. Didn't check it. I should have before Sean Huffstutler is going to be coming in second place, and then Michael Murray making a challenge, making a charge to the field. But I think it's honestly between Bostic and Huffstutler. We'll see if we can get the points up for you a little bit later. But yeah, definitely some exciting racing happening tonight. And a new track, one I'm not too familiar with, honestly, on iRacing. I haven't ran many laps here, but run a few here, and the track's similar to where we are last week at USA Speedway, but it has some differences as well.
This is a lot shorter, or at least it feels shorter, a lot tighter. You're constantly kind of in a turnaround here, and there's a little bit more banking to deal with. It's a fast track, a lot more braking too than what we saw last week. But yeah, it's a fun little short track. I mean, you know me, I love the shorties, and this is just another one that's it's a great lot of fun to run.
Yes, so tonight they'll be racing on this track, and one of the unique characteristics of this track is if you come off turn four, there's the pit entrance behind you coming off of four. If you're not careful, you'll come off the corner and kind of hit that crest. It kind of flattens out near the wall. If you run a little wide there, that could really upset these cars tonight.
Yeah, and I found it's kind of a same deal like what we've seen all season. You got to be good on throttle. The corners come up real quick. You do have to do a little bit more braking just because you can kind of pitch it into the corner more. The car feels great in the corners, but again, it's just that straightaway on and off. You're going to have to worry about it and just keep it straight.
And looking at the points I've been pulled up here, Ty Bostic comes in with a hefty 25-point lead over Sean Huffstutler. Things are going to have to go really wrong for Ty, for Sean to have a chance tonight. Michael Murray's 69 points back, so he's pretty much out of contention here. But still looking for those wins. Murray has five wins on the season. Ty Bostic with three. Sean Huffstutler with one. Do you expect one of those guys to take the win tonight, or are we going to see a new winner?
Well, it seems like Sean kind of struggles on some of these shorter tracks, sadly. But you know, we don't know. It could go his way tonight. There's attrition, obviously, which we've seen in some of the other races. It's really anybody's game. You know, I could see though we are going to definitely see a good battle between Ty, Michael Murray. They just they run really clean just no matter where we go, and they know how to keep the car straight and under.
Yeah, looking at the track layout and race layout tonight. One thing we're not going to be dealing with is sunset. This is going to be an afternoon race. So no worries about the track changing as the sun sets or anything else. They'll be out there in the pretty warm temperatures today. We'll see how that affects the tires and see who can hold on to the tires the best because that always seems to be a factor in these races.
Yeah, it's for sure, and I think they're going to be scrubbing off a little bit more tire around here, just because just seems like the grip levels it's there, but you definitely want to push the car a little harder in the corners than what you normally would. And again, it's very hard coming off just with that banking. You're kind of going almost flat, and it's tough. We'll see what these guys do tonight, though. As usual, though, it's going to be a fun one to watch.
We're still waiting for qualifying to finish up. You see right now your qualifying order. Currently, Murray sitting at the top of the board, Basinger second. Remember, if I throw it to our format here, we'll see if we can find our format.
We've got an 8 lap heat race, and with the amount of participants, it looks like we're just going to have one again.
Yeah.
And then I believe we have a 60 lap race tonight.
All right, so 60 laps, but we do have the 2 laps of qualifying, which they're doing right now. Remember, the top seven are inverted, so you're going to see your pole sitter start in the middle of the pack for the heat, trying to work his way back up to reclaim that spot for the 60 lap main event. And I'm looking forward to this. This, some of these guys, it's all out on the line. This is the last race of the season. You want to go out with a bang. If you haven't got that win yet, you want this to be it. You want to kind of show off what you can do here in the last race of the season. They're going to take a few weeks off, and they'll be back up and running again. Let's see. Let's get at the schedule. Go ahead and look at it. In October, we return to Iowa Speedway, and we got 12 more races to go here. Looking forward to it. They're going to take a little break and get back at it.
Yeah, some of the tracks that we've seen already, and a couple of new ones that I'm a little excited about. I know the Fairgrounds is going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, just these are great cars. So it's a great series. I mean, they've had really good participants throughout the whole series too, and yeah, these guys put on a really good show, especially on a Saturday or Sunday night, and they're not the easiest cars in the world to drive, and you see what these guys are made out here.
Yeah, so if you guys are looking for somewhere to run, check them out. Get started, get signed up, and get into this series again starting in October for sure. You want to get involved, check them out on their Facebook page. But we got some business to do tonight before we get there, and then they're going to take a break. But we'll see who can take on the win tonight. I tell you, one track I'm looking forward to on that schedule though is Langley. I really like that track. That track's really unique. It's really flat. It's going to be really challenging in these cars, but it's really, I think, going to show who has the best car control in the series.
Yeah, for sure. Langley's going to be another fun one. They got a lot of good ones out there. Five Flags is one of my favorites too, and
Yep, I like that one too.
Lucas Oil, and yeah, they're just it's going to be a fun next season too. You almost tempted
Absolutely.
me. I almost want to get out there and run with them, but at least I get to practice them every week.
It would be hard to broadcast from the from the car. I
Yeah,
mean, it's hard enough to
from the
drive
seat.
the car, much less trying to call a race.
Yep.
All right,
I'm afraid I'd probably be yelling too much too.
all right, well, qualifying's over, so let's see if we can go ahead and pull up our grid. There it is. And starting on the pole after the 7-car invert is for the heat race is going to be Ed Walk in the 18. He's already, I'm sorry, the 10. He's already got a win this season. He's looking for win number 2. On the outside of him is going to be your points leader, Ty Bostic. Starting third is going to be Matt Zaccardo. And to the outside of him is the 23 of Chad Basinger. In fifth place is the other Basinger, Brendan, in the 18. Starting sixth is going to be Michael Murray in the 14. Seventh place is going to be Sean Huffstetler trying to chase down Ty Bostic. Eighth is going to be Jason Ludke. Ninth is going to be Kenneth Ziemers. 10th, Marshall Layton. And 11th is going to be Bryant Newingham.
It's going to be another quick little race. 16-second laps, 8 laps. It's going to go by about 3 minutes.
Absolutely. That's going to be it's kind of our challenge is to try to tell you guys about what's going on in the short amount of time we have. We'll do our best.
Yep. They always seem to make it fun for us anyway.
All right, down the backstretch, we'll be going green this time by. Side by side, the cloud cover is kind of rolled in too, so this may change the track a little bit for these guys. But through 3 and 4, we'll see who gets the jump here. Ed Walk leading them down. Ty Bostic on the outside. Zaccardo, Basinger, and Basinger.
Green flag.
Green flag's out. We're underway here at New Smyrna.
Looks like everybody got through pretty good. Nice start there. Everybody was nice and tight, like I like to see them. And Ed got a little bit of a good run there. He's starting to make a little steam.
Right, you got Bostic slotted in there. You got Zaccardo in third. Zaccardo's one of the newer guys. Haven't called his name much this season, so good to see him up there in third place.
Yeah, it seems like they keep adding. I know we got another new guy, Ken Zeems, tonight in number 90. And, yeah, they keep adding guys. So, again, if you want to get in on this.
Everybody just being quite orderly here for the heat race. It's good to see. Got Sean Huffstetler back here trying to make his way through the field. Still in 6th place, so really nowhere to go. I noticed in practice, too, these guys are kind of running that second lane, running in the corner like you see Sean do there, a little too high, honestly.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it's definitely a lower groove racetrack, and I can imagine too, as the tires are going to wear, we're not going to see it in this heat, but they're going to start moving their way up a bit. And two, being a heats, the first heat with everything inverted, some of these guys sitting in sixth, seventh position are saying, maybe this is exactly where I need to be.
That's true. Coming off the corner here, we've got 3 laps to go here in the heat race. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed. It's been quite orderly here.
Yeah, everybody looks really good. I mean, it's almost like a nice straight line. Tides looks like he's getting a little loose though, getting almost too low on that apron and starting to slide up a little bit.
It looks like he was starting to try to, put the pressure on Ed Walk there for the lead and got a little loose, a little out of shape, and it's kind of fallen back a little bit.
Yeah, that little slip I think cost him, but Brendan's right or Chad's right behind him, and gave him enough room to kind of catch it up. But now Chad and the Matt Zaccarado, I want to say,
Here we are,
he
white flag down the backstretch. And they're all stacked up here. Let's see if he's got anything for him. Off turn 4, Ed Walk's going to hang on to it and take the checkered flag. Ty Bostic second, and Chad Basinger hangs on to third. So everybody pretty much got in line, rode there, and we had a pretty calm heat race. Now, the question is, will that all change in the main event?
well, yeah, we got to shake up in how they line up too. So yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen here. Some of these guys, Ty's going to want to work his way up to the front, and Michael Murray, he started 10th in that, so he's gonna. I don't know where he's gonna, or he finished 10th in that. I wonder where he's gonna start now.
So there is an invert from heat race to the main.
Yes, at least I'm pretty sure there is.
There. I mean, I'm looking at. So apparently there is, and there's also a invert from qualifying to the heat race. So bunch of inverts here, and it is going to shake up the starting lineup because we're going to go ahead and look at it right now. So starting on the pole for the main event is going to be Ken Zeems, newcomer, the number 90. Starting in second place beside him is going to be Michael Murray in the 14. Starting third is going to be Bryant Newingham. Fourth beside him is going to be Marshall Layton in the 6th. Starting fifth is Jason LeDuc in the 36. The 94 of Sean Huffstetler will start 6th. Starting 7th is going to be Brennan Basinger. 8th is, or as they're shuffling around here, it's going to be hard to read that. So 7th is going to be Brennan Basinger. 8th is going to be Matt Zaccardo. 9th, Chad Basinger. 10th, Ty Bostic. And 11th is going to be Ed Wack, starting from the rear of the field.
Yep. So that was a full invert of that field, and Michael Murray's kind of liking that. And we all seen what he could do when he's out in front.
That's a good point. Yeah, you give him track position, it's going to be hard to beat, but he's going to have to. Well, I was going to say contest with Ken Zeens. Looks like he's dropped to the rear though, so actually he's going to be starting at the rear of the field.
Yeah, I thought I heard somebody maybe for an EOL. I don't know. I didn't hear all of it.
Well, here we go. We're going to have 60 laps here. You saw how quick 8 laps goes by. This is going to be a quick race. You're going to have to make your moves and make them early. It looks like it's tough to pass out there, too. So we'll see how these guys manage that. For 60 laps around New Smyrna Speedway to crown a champion. Waiting for the green flag. Off turn 4. Jason LeDuc leads him down. Green flag's out, and we are underway. And what a start from Michael Murray. Shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, well, you can see the 36 got a little bit loose on that start, and Michael Murray, he just, he knows how to get those restarts and starts done right, and he just took off.
Off turn 4, so Murray's going to lead the first lap. LeDuc gets a little loose there.
Yeah, he's looking like he's having a little bit of struggle trying to find the handle on that car. I mean, I don't know if it's just colder tires. I know these things do take a few laps to kind of, start to get a good feel of them.
Here comes the younger Basinger, Brandon Basinger, to second place. He's going to take it. And now Marshall Layton's looking on the inside of LeDuc for third.
All that Michael Murray, he's got a little over a half a second lead on everybody right now. So he is just setting sail, and he doesn't want to see a caution, but we'll see what some of these guys do in the back here.
It looks like LeDuc is just in free fall here on the outside. Just cannot find that inside lane to get into a groove. And right now it's going to be, almost contact there with Huffstetler and LeDuc. You're
Yeah, I'm
right.
just going.
Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Murray's just kind of he's got his little gap out there and just riding around at this point.
yeah, I'm just kind of going through the field looking for Ty Bostic. He's points leader right now, sitting in the ninth. He's got a lot of traffic in front of him, and eh, I don't know if he's kind of holding back a little bit from his eighth place right now, and I just wonder maybe he's just saving a little tire or something.
Some of that traffic was Sean Hufstetter there about 2 laps ago, coming off turn 4, all out of shape, was able to hang on to it, but lost a lot of momentum, a lot of track position. He's actually dropping back now, so I wonder if he's got a problem.
Yeah, he's actually sitting ninth place or 10th place now.
Yeah, he's dropped all the way to the back. So apparently he's got an issue. I don't know if he smacked the wall or what happened there, but
We got the 90 in the grass. He looks like he got a little close to Ty, hit the brakes, and just slid into the grass. No caution though. He's still moving. Good save.
meanwhile up front, Murray continues to lead. You got Basinger in second, Marshall Layton in third. Those guys all kind of gaps, got gaps in front of them. But then you got Chad Basinger trying to get up there and battle with, and actually he's going to get by Marshall Layton, who bobbles off turn 2, so move Chad Basinger up to third place.
Yeah, that was a nice move. A few spots back too. I see our heat winner Ed Walk. He's making some ground. He's right on the back of Jason Leduc, the number 36, and he's getting ready to take a look right now.
He's looking to the inside. Leduc leaves him room. He's going to wrap around the bottom there, be able to make that pass and move Ed Walk up to 6th place.
Actually, that Ed got on to 5th place there. It looks like Marshall's letting him by, so he is down to 4th now.
I don't know.
Ed is on a tear. Yeah, I don't know what happened to Marshall there.
I think Marshall got loose. It looked like I don't know if he was chasing the car there or if surely he wasn't off the base that much on purpose.
Yeah, but now he's under attack by Matt Zaccarotto and the number 2.
Right on board with Matt Zaccardo here off turn 4. Looking ahead to Marshall Layton, who seemed to be struggling a little bit with the handling.
Yeah, this is a tough little track. I'm not going to lie. Everything comes at you really quick too, and if I see a lot of guys kind of dipping their lefts underneath on that apron, underneath the yellow, and sometimes it'll catch the car wrong and it'll really get you loose. And Marshall's around.
Marshall, yeah, he was right in front of Zaccardo there.
Caution.
And
Yeah.
Marshall gets it turned around. That'll be our first caution of the night. Marshall Layton just gets loose off turn 2. He was struggling with the handling there, and then eventually just kind of came around on it.
Yeah, made a little light contact with the inside wall, and I'm watching him going around now, and he looks like the car's probably just fine.
Replay here. Off turn 2, yeah, just kind of loses it. But Zaccardo being there, he did a great job to jump on the binders and keep from making that worse than it was going to be.
Yes, it definitely was. Now I see Marshall going in for a little pit now, but probably for a little damage. I don't know if fuel's going to be an issue. Probably not at this little track. But some guys like a little bit of extra gas in the tank, so we might see one or two guys come down at some point. This is definitely a fun little short track special type of a track. It's just it's fun, it's fast. It's tough to get around here too, especially in a car like this.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it would be kind of fun to kind of manhandle, wheel the car around here as much as you could, but it can be tough as well. As we just saw right there, I mean, it happens quick. You can lose the handle pretty quick here.
All right, so I guess our restart, I could go through that. We got Michael Murray, he's starting the restart. Then we got Brendan Biesinger second, Chad Biesinger third, Ed Walk moved his way up to fourth. Then you have Jason Leduc in fifth, Matt Zaccarotto in sixth. Ty Bostic has got up to seventh, Ken Zeems in eighth, Sean Huffstutler is back in 9th right now, and then Marshall Layton 10th, who we just saw, and then Bryant Newingham is 11th.
Yeah, riding along with Bostic, who's currently in 7th. He was able to miss all that happened. I think he's just coasting back here. Maybe saving some tires a little bit.
Well, really, at this point, I think he's just got to beat Sean. So right now that's where he's at, and he should be all right.
Yeah, Sean's sitting back in 9th. I'm not sure if he had damage or if he is just riding back there too. Not really sure. I mean, I'm sure he knows at this point. It's kind of a long shot to make up that many points tonight and be in contention for the championship, but you still got to give it what you got. Coming to the green flag, though, is going to be Michael Murray continuing to lead. Green flag's back out, and we are back underway here.
Yeah, we're a third of the way in, too. So we got another 39 laps to go.
Race is kind of zipping on by here. And speaking of zipping on by, Brandon Basinger starting to put pressure on Michael Murray. Those B colored cars are. Oh, and we got another caution.
Save. How was your car?
Yeah, Brandon, he got a great restart there. He was able to hang on to it. I mean, I think this is the first time they've been actually in striking distance of Michael Murray as it is. So, there's a little draft in play on these cars too. So they might be taking it up at their advantage. It's going to get another top 4 shakeup here.
Looking back at what happened here with Ken Zeems. Just gets loose off turn 2, tries to save it, and noses right into the inside wall. The saving grace for what he just did there may be the fact that he hit right there on the roll bars on the front instead of hitting it with a tire. I don't think he may have not been any suspension by doing that.
Yeah, it's tough to say on these cars. You hit them wrong, but that was pretty hard hit nonetheless. And,
It was.
Yeah, it's tough to say whether he's got a lot of damage or not. But I guess we'll find out. We'll see how long he sits in the pit box. Kind of getting excited about this restart, though. I think we're going to see some fun action going on here. The Biesinger family, they're closing in on Michael Murray. And I know we got Ed Walk back there in 4th, and he's been making passes. Everybody's basically in a nice striking distance right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting to get interesting up there for sure. So reset our timing and scoring here.
Trying to even remember if Ty Bostic was able to gain a spot on that quick caution. He is in 7th right now, but yeah, I don't know if he did or not.
Yeah, so I think this may have happened behind it. I think Ken was running behind him at the time, so I don't think it helped either one of Ty or Sean. Got Marshall Layton back there in 8th as well. But yeah, the Biesinger brothers or not Biesinger brothers. It's a father-son, right?
Yes, father-son.
They're doing pretty good here tonight. They're looking strong. Both of the cars looking really strong. Michael Murray better watch out for a B attack.
Yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't have a can of Raid in that car or anything like
that. Bear with it. All right, so looks like the lights are off on the pace truck, so we're going to be going green this time. And again, Murray out front, Brendan Biesinger 2nd, Chad Biesinger 3rd. Ooh, I think Murray just...
Yeah, he just vanished on my screen.
Okay,
Hope he's back.
He is back.
A couple of guys are vanishing, though. 36 I saw flashing.
Green flag,
but they're green.
Back green. So we're back underway. He is back and still in the lead.
Yeah, he got a great jump there. Unfortunately, the Biesinger family, they did not have a good of a start there for Michael Murray. But we know the Biesinger, especially Brendan, from the last couple of races. It takes him about a lap or two, and then he starts closing in.
Let's jump on board with Brandon, see where he's maybe making time through the corner. He's really charging the entrance to the corner, making up time there. And honestly, running a little bit lower than Michael Murray, but I wonder if Murray's doing that maybe to save some. Well, as I say that, he goes to the very bottom. But I wonder if he's kind of dominating the corner. You think he was maybe doing that to save some tire?
Probably to a certain extent. I mean, we're actually at halfway right now, so you know, it's tough to say what the actual tire wear on these cars really are. I mean, I've never really ran anything a huge long run. I mean, I know there is tire wear. They're not allowed to get tires, but yeah, it's tough to say if they're still, you know, if they still got some meat on them treads, you know, even after halfway.
I tell you, Brendan's doing a really good job of really wrapping that bottom. He's able to kind of hang on to the bottom there. And
Well,
he's really Michael back in.
yeah, well, I'm watching him, his son. I mean, even Ed Walker in the very back. They're all kind of running in each other's footsteps. You know, they're running. They're not getting too low to that yellow line. You can see Michael Murray. Yeah, he just keeps dipping low, and it kind of upsets the car.
Oh no!
And that is a broadcaster's curse if there ever was one.
Oh no! He was having and no caution either. No caution. Oh man, Brendan was doing such a good job out there.
Yeah, he was holding a nice. I was just saying how nice of a steady line that they were holding, and yeah, he just gets loose coming out of the corner. I mean, that's how quick these cars can change on you. You could have a great race and just a little bit too much throttle input, and that's it.
I'm telling you, we're starting to see some mistakes by Michael Murray. To be honest with you, though, he's opening the door here, and Chad Basinger is now trying to put some pressure on him. So are we seeing a difference in Murray here on the short tracks?
He might be driving out of his mirror and just kind of feel the pressure closing in. I know he probably wants to get another win out of the season for him, just so he at least has that wrapped up nice and tidy. But yeah, he's looking a little sloppier than what we've seen him previous evenings. But Chad is closing in on him. And Ed, I'm watching Ed walk back in third, our number 10 car, and he is just kind of slowly. He's not really keeping up with him, but he's not really losing too much from him.
I tell you, Ed is notorious for sitting back and letting things come to him, and I just wonder if he's doing this here too. He's seen these guys push really hard up front. I mean, you got Murray on the apron. You just saw Basinger have an issue. Just wonder if he's sitting back and watching and waiting just to pounce when things go bad. And they're catching a lap car here. I think Brandon Basinger's back out there. They're gonna have to go around him.
You know, Brennan takes a low lane, lets him and his son shoots a cone at his son, but that was a good move though. He just let him go, let him race.
And I tell you, Chad still continuing to close in.
Yeah, Chad looks like he's got a great entry, and but Michael looks like he's just got a little bit better of an exit.
Ed's starting to lose some ground back here, starting to fall in the clutches of Matt Zaccardo and Jason LeDuc back here as well.
I got to go back there and look at it. I'm concentrating on the top two right now because it's been kind of fun.
It's pretty orderly. Yeah, it's pretty orderly back here. There's really not much going on, but I just noticed Ed Walker is starting to fall back into Matt Zaccardo. Where Zach came from.
Well, there's no reason to be saving now. You've got 17 laps to go, and yeah, it's go time. You got to get as much as you can out of this car.
Yeah, and I think Chad knows that too. He's starting to really pour on the pressure. I mean, this battle up here is getting pretty good. I do feel like Chad maybe has a little bit better car, but can he find a way around? Can he find a clean way around Michael Murray? We know Michael's been quick, and he's pretty savvy on tracks like this.
Well, he just made he just got a great exit. Chad did that last lap, so I don't know. He's still got plenty of time to get something done here. I mean, one more slip out of Murray, and Chad could easily get around him.
1 and 2 down the backstretch, and I tell you, Chad's really making up a lot of time through the corner. But Michael's getting off the corner pretty good as well. One little slip up, that's all it takes, like you said. And we might have seen a little bit of a one there. And again, he's on the apron in turn one.
Yeah, and Chad, I mean, his last 3-4 laps, his exits have been dominating compared to Michael Murray. So I don't know, maybe he's just got a little bit more tire. He's just finding that right throttle. But he's closing in on him. He's just got to get by him.
14 laps to go. He's really good off turn 2 from what I've seen. He makes up time like that right there. but he's backing off. I think he's being really patient with his move, just waiting for the right moment.
And he's staying up the lane. He's not trying to hit it too low. He just looks like he's holding a really nice, perfect arc around that corner and just letting the thing roll.
He's getting a good run off too. That's where he's going to make his move. I think is off turn 2, because he's really getting a good run off turn 2, I believe.
Just he just got to be patient with it. I mean, he's definitely got the quicker car at this point. He just don't get into that trap where you're squeezing off just a little bit too much throttle.
He's right there. That's so fun to watch. I know these guys are having a blast. Just trying to you at this point you're just trying to pick apart your opponent, just trying to find a weak spot. You see Michael disappear again.
Yeah, he's still not back. There he is.
Well,
Chad probably didn't want to see it, but yeah, but that's still a little unnerving.
It is. It's disconcerting. When you're behind the wheel and you see a guy disappear, you don't know where they are. He's got a good run this time. He decides to tuck it back in. He's gonna have to take it on the inside. I think down the back straight. I think it's his best shot.
Well, dare I say, you put a fender on one of these guys, but
here he goes.
Yeah.
Nope. He backs out of it. I heard him. We were on board. He backed out of it and decided it wasn't time yet.
Well, he doesn't have too much time left to go, but I think he'll get it.
8 laps. Looking to the outside now. He's going to leave him room. So now they're side by side. Chad Basinger to the outside of Michael Murray through 3 and 4. Michael's going to get the drive off, and he's still trying to. Oh, there he goes. Chad on the outside through 1 and 2. He's been really strong off 2. Can he make it work?
Yeah, I think he's a little bit better prepared that second corner on that outside line, but now he's going for the crossover.
The crossover and just got loose. Could not make it happen. 6 laps to go. There he is. He's strong off 2. Meanwhile, you got Matt Zaccardo all over the back of Ed Walk too.
Yeah, I'm kind of going back through the field too. We got Ty Bostic has moved himself up in the 5th position. Marshall Layton in 6th. Sean Huffstutler 7th. Jason LeDuc is 8th. Brendan Biesinger, Brian Newingham, and Ken Zeems are all out of the race currently, but we still got that. We got a great battle happening for 1st and 2nd for the championship race here.
I'm telling you, and Chad's starting to lose some ground though. He's really, I mean, you've only got 4 laps to go. You've really got to make up some time now.
You almost wonder if he burned up his stuff a little bit too much trying to hold that outside line, and it's unfortunate. I think if he could have got under him, he would have had it.
I'm not gonna give up on him yet. Bryant Newingham parked on the inside there. Stays out of the way. We've only had 2 cautions tonight. These guys have done a great job, but we've got 2 laps to go here. And Michael Murray's starting to put some distance now on Basinger.
Yeah, and it looks like Michael Murray too. He's moved up the track. He's not flirting with that apron anymore. I don't know if he took away the line or he finally found something, or maybe he's just been holding back and waiting for this.
White flag's out. 1 lap to go. The battles for 3rd back here. You got Matt Zaccardo putting all kind of pressure on Ed Walk. Meanwhile, off turn 4, your winner tonight, Michael Murray. Chad Basinger 2nd. Ed Walk hangs on to 3rd after a late challenge from Matt Zaccardo, who finishes 4th. And your champion tonight, Ty Bostic, will finish in 5th place.
Yeah, then 6th place, we got Marshall Lathan. 7th place, Sean Huffstutler. 8th place, Jason LeDuc. 9th, Brian Newingham. 10th, Brendan Biesinger, who had a great strong run, but unfortunately just got loose. And then Ken Zeems is your last place finisher.
So you got Ty on the front stretch. We got Michael. I guess he just pulled off. Ty, a little bit of a celebration, not much, but man, what an exciting finish. I just felt like that Brendan Basinger, Chad Basinger had, well, maybe Brendan too, just had an unfortunate incident, but I feel like they had Michael's number tonight. Michael's got 6 wins on the season, but I felt like that Chad maybe had the better car, but just could not find a way around.
It's one thing to catch him. It's another thing to pass him. And Brendan had a great car. Chad had a great car. But Michael again had a great car, and he's a race winner again tonight. And I don't know, maybe next season we might not see an invert because I think that kind of helped Michael Murray too from the beginning of this race.
That's true. It was tough to pass. You could see it out there. It was tough to pass, and like I said, it was just Brendan, Chad. Both those guys did a really good job just racing respectfully, just taking the time, giving space, and even Michael. When Chad would get around the outside, Michael would leave him the outside. I mean, it was some great racing. I mean, that's kind of what you want, especially in league racing. A little give and take, and giving the guys room to race. And so it was a great race. But I tell you what. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to thank our sponsors. It's been a great season. We're going to see if we can talk to some of these guys, talk to your top three finishers. Maybe if we can catch up with the championship winner if we can. We'll do all that on the other side of this break here on Full Throttle TV. Racing action from the Smoking Tires Sprint Car Cup Series is brought to you by Team 126 Racing, your home for hard-nosed short track racing action from the UK. Like and follow them at facebook.com/Team126Racing. By Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing and experience immersion on a whole new level. Visit thebuttkicker.com to see all of their amazing products today. By Track Racer. Experience refined gaming for yourself, including the new Alpine Racing TRX system. For more information, visit trackracer.com today. By Edwards Setup Shop, proud setup provider of the Smoking Tires Sprint Car Cup Series. Visit facebook.com/Edwards Setup Shop for more information. And by Epsilon Sprint Wraps, the place to get your sprint car and dirt racing paint schemes. Visit facebook.com/Epsilon Sprint Wraps today. Well, we had a great finish here. Another solid finish for our third place finisher, Ed Walk, and I believe, Tony, you're standing by with him.
Expecting the whole field invert to start the race, so starting off in the back like that was something to get my head around before we came to the green. But I mean, I came up through the field, passed a couple guys. Really, the big thing for me was after that restart with halfway to go or whatever. I could not keep up with Chad and Michael. I just could not get the power down coming off of 2 or 4 there. So I had a good seat watching them race, but it was tough trying to keep up with them.
Yeah, we saw you struggling towards the end of the race. What do you think? It was just a little tired? Do you think just maybe the line? I know kind of the track rubbers up a little bit too. Maybe just lack of fuel. I mean, what do you think could have caused some of that?
Yeah, it's probably I overheated the tires or something I was doing with the racing line. I know I wasn't very consistent getting into the corners, which of course that messes up your whole, through the middle of the corner and corner exit. So I'm just trying to stay consistent. I didn't get enough practice. I hardly got any practice before the race. So I mean, I adjusted with the fixed setups. There's not much you can do, but I adjusted the steering box, and that helped a ton. Try to get the car settled down for me. But evidently, it was only good for about half the race, and then as you saw, I could not keep up.
Yeah, we saw you were under pressure from Matt Saccarato towards the end too, and yeah, we did see you struggling, but you're still holding a nice steady line throughout the entire race. And hey, the invert kind of shocked us a little bit too, but coming from 11th place all the way into third was a hell of a job. So hats off to you for that. We're just going to open up the floor to you. If you have any sponsors or any people out there you want to shout out to, go for it.
Thanks. Yeah, don't really have any sponsors, but I'm looking forward to season 2. I'm definitely begun the sponsor search process. So if anybody's out there wants to sponsor, consistent podium finisher, let me know. Want to thank my family, my friends that watch the race every week, and of course my wife and son for supporting me.
Well, great. Well, there's our third place winner or finisher, Ed Wack. And yeah, bring it on to you now, Brody. Thanks again, Ed.
All right. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, another solid finish for Ed Walk for sure. And another impressive performance by our second place finisher, Chad Biesinger. Hey, Chad, congratulations. What an impressive show of sportsmanship and honestly speed out there tonight.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That was a lot of fun.
It certainly looked like fun. We had fun calling. Had fun watching you try to work that high side on our eventual winner, Michael Murray. But yeah, you were putting on a heck of a show out there for sure. You, one thing I kept noticing, you kept getting a really good run off turn two. Turn two seemed to be your sweet spot. So tell me kind of how you set that up and how you were able to kind of even work to the outside of Michael.
Man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if I can explain it. I just turn two, I felt like if I hit the right place, it was like I was in a pocket and it just hooked. Um, turn four, I just couldn't get there like that. But the turn two felt good. But after running on the outside of them for them few laps, I lost the ability to put the power down coming out of the turns after that, and that was it. But that was some good, clean fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of rocket ship, unfortunately though, we did. Yeah, I'm sure you had a front row seat of seeing Brendan Biesinger off two. Brendan kind of had an issue there, got loose off two, and man, he took off when he
Yeah,
hit that wall. But man, he was having such a good run. Both you guys were fast tonight. Just unfortunate that it ended up the way it did for him.
yeah, it was funny because it had to be a lap before that. I said to him on Discord, I'm like, man, I don't know how you're turning it down that low. I can't. I'd lose it. And then next thing you know, yeah, um,
He got really low.
he got really low, and but yeah, it was fun for sure. I like it when Brendan and I can run together, and um, we've had some good runs like that.
Yeah, you guys were definitely. I even think maybe you were faster at times than Michael Murray there. We saw Michael getting on the apron a couple times. I'm sure you saw that too into the corner. I think you were putting some pressure on him. I think he was feeling the heat.
Yeah, you never know. I always in my back of my head, I'm thinking that he's always just keeping something in reserve, but yeah, he did seem like he was pushing it pretty hard for a while.
Well, he's not here tonight in Discord, so we can talk about it
Right.
while you want. So,
All right.
uh, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
But hey, congratulations on second place finish, man. Great job. It looked like it was fun. Sounded like you had a lot of fun
yeah.
out there, and we're gonna open the floor up to you. So, think any sponsors or anybody you may be watching, give them a shout out. The floor is yours.
Oh man, I don't know. I'd really thank Marshall for putting this together. It was a great first season. Hopefully all these guys come back for season two and we can do some recruiting and get a few more people. You guys did awesome job with the broadcast. I always love to go back and watch it.
You guys make it easy on us. You guys put on a great show. It's always a lot of fun. It keeps us on our toes and on the edge of our seat. A clean race tonight. I mean, it kind of exemplifies what this league is tonight. And we only had two cautions. I mean, it was
Yeah.
with the cars being as hard as they are to drive. You guys do a great job, and honestly, it's just great to see you have a good finish there tonight. And I feel like that you're right on that cusp of getting that first win. I thought tonight was the night, but gonna have to hold on for
Yeah.
one more race, I guess.
Yep. Yep. All right. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. And that's your second place finisher tonight, the 23, Chad Basinger, Tony, and he had a great run.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's a strong runner every week, and we've talked to him before, and yeah, it's good to see father and son out there duking it out, and yeah, it's always a good thing. Make it a family event, right?
Well, Michael Murray, unfortunately, he is not in Discord, as I said tonight, but we're going to go ahead and skip ahead. We're going to see if we can catch up with our 2022 champion of the series, Ty Bostic. Ty, you got a copy.
I got you.
Hey, Ty, congratulations tonight on that championship. You just kind of, I think you were playing it safe tonight. You had a pretty good point lead coming in. You've been very impressive all season long, and to able to wrap up the championship here again, just congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. I was just trying to make sure I didn't make any mistakes and just hold on to my point lead. So I wasn't trying to push it tonight.
Well, I think the consistency this season definitely is what puts you in really good shape. It seems like you were in contention pretty much every race unless something unforeseen happened. But definitely had the speed, just the consistency of the team out there. Um, I didn't really see a weak. I mean, you picked up on these cars real quick. You're fast. There's really not a weakness that I can pinpoint other than just mistakes that have happened out of your control.
Yeah, that happened a couple times. There was a couple wrecks. I had one or two of the weeks that I was over pushing a little bit too. But yeah, right. There's a couple where I just got collected, and that's racing. It happens.
Well, I don't want to jump ahead too early, but I got to ask you, going into the next season, we have a few weeks off and going into the next season. Michael Murray comes out of this season with 6 wins this season. What's your strategy to kind of be able to take it to him? Because next season he's going to be a tough one to beat.
Yeah, sure. Just gotta keep doing what I was doing, stay consistent, and putting pressure on them, and hopefully make a mistake at some point, which he doesn't seem to make very often. But to just keep running my race and taking care of anything that I can.
Well, we're looking forward to next season for sure, but I don't want to gloss over you. You're going to be able to spray the champagne tonight to celebrate, have a few weeks off, kind of bask in the glory of being the champion, and then we go at it again. But congratulations again tonight, crowning the champion for the inaugural season of the Smokin Tire Sprint Car Cup Series. Your champion, Ty Bostic. Ty, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. I don't believe there's gonna be any champagne spraying tonight. It's gonna be NyQuil. I've been sick and I'm tired.
Ooh, well, that's tough to hear. But I'm sure the championship may help you feel a little bit better anyway.
Never hurts.
All right. And there's your champion tonight, Tony Ty Bostic. What can you say about him?
Well, what he said, he's been consistent. He runs a really smooth car. He did what he needed to do tonight, based on the points. I think next season he might have his work cut out for him, and but you never know. It's just one of those things. Different tracks, different players, maybe, and yeah, it's going to be next season is going to be just as fun as this season. But Ty had a great season, and he did what he needed to do, and he is your champ.
Yeah, he did. He was very consistent all the way through the season, and that's what got him the championship. But I'm telling you, it's like I told him. I don't want to jump ahead too quick, but man, Michael Murray's gonna be tough to beat next season.
Well, and Ty did have some incidents, and incidents happen to just about everybody out here, and we might get a little bit more. We might see a little bit more of that with some of these other players.
Yeah, we're joined actually in the booth now by the league owner, Marshall Layton. Marshall, hey, great season of racing
Yes,
with these
sir.
guys, and looking forward to another great racing season here in about 3 weeks.
Yes, sir. First of all, I want to congratulate Ty Bostic on an awesome season and winning our championship. Also, want to thank y'all guys for doing such a great job on the broadcast. Um, can't get any better than what y'all guys do. And Chad for helping me with this league, putting it together, and then all of our sponsors, Butt Kicker, also or Edwards Setup Shop, and everybody that come out each and every Sunday to make this league happen. I can't wait for season 2. It's been awesome. Yeah, I you know, hey, this car is not meant for everyone to drive. It is one hard car to drive. No.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned next season. I don't want to jump too far because Ty did a great job this season, but we continue to see new guys come in, continue to grow. And next season, looking at the schedule, and I'm going to pull it up on the screen, we got some great tracks. We were just talking about this earlier. We got some great tracks coming up for the next season. Some of the newer tracks like Langley Speedway, you've got Nashville Speedway, which I know Tony's looking forward to. Five Flag Speedway, some new tracks out there. Even Southern National, I really like as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you're going to have a lot of variety in this season.
Hmm. Yeah. As I'm sitting here looking at the schedule, not all these tracks are really not that easy to drive. South Boston's fun. I like South Boston a lot. Lucas Oil was fun. I'm looking forward to season 2. I can't wait. to get it started. Hopefully we can get some, maybe 20 people, 20 guys to race, to make it a little bit more interesting.
Absolutely. And we've been kind of promoting. And again, guys, if you're interested in joining this series, you want to reach out to Marshall Layton. First off, check their Facebook page out, Smokin Tires Sprint Car Cup Series. Reach out, check their Discord out. Marshall, how can the guys get a hold of you? The easiest way to kind of get signed up and started racing here.
Just reach out to me on Facebook and private message me, and we're going to take a week off, and then we're going to start back up recruiting the following Sunday. Just looking for some really, really competitive guys that want to come in here and race and learn the car. Like I said a few minutes ago, this car's not meant for everybody to drive. It is a very, very hard and difficult car to drive. But at the end of the day, it teaches you a lot of throttle control with other cars. So it teaches you a lot. But I really appreciate everybody that has come out and raced with us and made this a success.
You're absolutely right. This car is not the easiest car to drive, that's for sure. That's one thing we've always said on these broadcasts, and watching it, we're just impressed by the quality of driver that's in the league so far, and we look forward to adding to that, and like you said, kind of growing the field size. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun watching it. That's one thing. We watch it as spectators. We have a lot of fun watching it, and then we try to call the broadcast, and sometimes we end up speechless. But it's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's been really exciting. There's a lot of great racing out there. A lot of side by side racing. We saw tonight. We even saw a great battle for the lead. There's not much more you can ask. So if you're looking for a challenge and looking for a clean place to race, I encourage you guys to check this out. Get out here, run with these guys, get your name out there. If you think you can do it, if you think you're better than the guys you saw running tonight, come prove it. Come show them. That's a challenge to everybody out there that's watching.
Absolutely. Love y'all guys. I appreciate y'all, Brody and Tony. Y'all do a great job. Can't wait to hook up with y'all again for season 2.
Absolutely. Marshall, we're looking forward to it, and thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, so there he is, owner of the league, and putting the challenge out there, throwing the gauntlet down. If you think you're better, come show us.
And he's 100% right too. I mean, it's a great car to learn some good skill on. I mean, it'd be even nice if iRacing gave it to everybody for free, just so they can, this is a great car to start on. And even if you want to start in your iRacing career, or if you just want to improve in some of the other cars, it really is a lot of fun. It's got my attention for sure.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a lot of fun this season, Tony. It's been a fun calling you. I'm looking forward to season 2. These guys are sure going to put on a show. I'm looking forward to the guys they're able to add, just everything coming up, some of the tracks coming up. The exciting racing we've had, we're just going to see more of it. Some different tracks, some shorter tracks. I mean, more challenges. I didn't think it could get any better, but I think it's going to get a lot better. So looking forward to it for next season for sure.
Well, it's going to be a hot winter too. I'm looking at it. The last race, the next time we're going to crown a championship is going to be in January 22nd. So, yeah, we're going to have. It's almost going to be like an early Christmas gift to a certain point.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a great season. Season 1's in the books. Season 2 coming in 3 weeks. Looking forward to it. But for Tony Solari, for Full Throttle TV, for Smokin Tires Sprint Car Cup Series, and your champ, Ty Bostic, my name's Brody Hanna. We'll see you back here 3 weeks on Full Throttle TV calling Season 2. See you then.